everybody. Give my avatar just a second to get situated here. Do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to adjust the positioning of this a little bit here. Just give me 1 second. If I can remember how to do this. Is it Alt? Yeah, it's Alt. There we go. Okay, where's the position here? Here. Okay, so how's everybody doing today? How's the audio looking? I'll turn down the music just a tad so you can hear me a little better. Yeah. So some good news to start off. My previous my previous stream that I did yesterday uploaded to YouTube, and as far as I am concerned, and I'll double check this real quick, but it does not have any copyright claims on it, which means that this music is perfect. Which is beautiful. I'm actually going to check that real quick, just because I'm not terribly sure about it, so, you know, might as well give it a look-see. Just gonna go with my account, my channel, manage videos, checking the channel content. Doesn't want to load in. Load. There we go. Yeah. Everything from yesterday has no restrictions on it. It is completely public and viewable, meaning that indeed this music is completely streamable and YouTube uploadable, which is awesome. I'm actually super happy about that. Oh shoot. Hey, maybe you can hear me a little better. Sorry. Wow, that was embarrassing. I didn't even put my microphone up yet. Hey, today is a weird day. Goodness. So, what are we doing today? Well, today I am going to be creating a new run cycle within Blender using this little character doodad thing here. This is not my original character. I wish it was. I wish I could make something this good. I can't really make anything in Blender as it is, but I'm using this kind of as a prefab or a prototype kind of model thing, so that I can create my own animations, put them into a game, and create my own game using them, to kind of put something into my portfolio and stuff like that. I will be eventually publishing this, but it will be for free because I am not allowed to make money off of things that I do not own, as you would presume. Not to mention that it's not like I would want to make this a commercial release necessarily. I could take the animations and put them onto like a different 3D model and stuff, but it wouldn't exactly be the same, and I would have to adjust them. And it's not that I couldn't do that, it's just that if I ever do that, then it's going to be much later in the future, and that is not my current goal. Anyway. So yeah, and for those of you who haven't seen, this is my new avatar that I'm working with. You can see the little ponytail behind him. This is kind of how I wear my hair normally. Although it actually isn't how I wear it currently at this very moment, but that's just because I'm lazy. Yeah, so we're going to be creating a new run cycle. And I was searching online yesterday and today, of like what could I use to replace the current run cycle, and what I found was this. Maybe. Hello? Oh, you know what? I'm in pose mode. Hold on. There we go. I found this. And this is an image of me Gunner from Super Smash Bros. And I know I'm using Smash Brothers again, but it is a good reference point, honestly. -90, I guess. Yeah, there we go. GX, move that out. There we go. So what this is more or less is the character me Gunner from Smash Brothers doing a run cycle of sorts. And I'm kind of going to be referencing this when creating my new run cycle. I looked around through different Smash characters and stuff, and I might also use them as references from time to time. But the three that I saw that were closest to kind of the idea that I'm looking for was Mario, me Gunner, of course, and then Captain Falcon again. Captain Falcon is just so cool, you know? Gosh. For those that don't know, yesterday I actually finished my animation for the where is it? The launching punch forwards, otherwise known as the totally not Falcon punch. Whammo. There it is again. And yeah, it's just a really cool thing. Not sure why my computer is slowing down trying to render all that. But yeah, that's a thing. Wow. Okay. I don't know. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do something real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to close the door to my room. I have a roommate who is also streaming right now, and I wouldn't want to cross the streams, so to speak. But yeah. Stay hydrated, boys. Don't ever go thirsty. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to create a new action. And it'll always automatically just duplicate the current one that you're on. And we're going to call this, let's see. We called the first one OG Man Jog Cycle, or, well, it was originally the Run Cycle. So we're going to call this OG Man. Why did I call it OG Man? Orange Man, maybe? I don't know. OG Man Run Cycle. Sure. And then we're going to take all these keyframes and delete them. I'm not sure why at this exact point between like frames 40 and 50 it's different, but whatever. So, okay, let's take a look at the run cycle here and see kind of what frames we're working with. So I'm just going to find kind of a good starting point, maybe right there at frame 2. And then let's cycle around until we get to that pose again. Looks like his right leg is out, so right there-ish, frame 14. Dang, that was perfect. Yeah, that's pretty dang close, I'd say. I'll just make sure to make the first and last frame just the same. Okay, cool. All right, let's zoom in on that. And let's get started with the fun stuff. Okay, so first we need to analyze what our key poses are. And for this, we're going to get out our classic notepad and write down. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Our keyframes. And actually, now that I think about it, I actually have Java file. Okay. Hold on. No, not that. There we go. Key poses. Okay, so we originally used this to figure out the frames for the Falcon Punch, but this we're going to use to figure this out. Of course, we're first going to start off on frame 2. From there, however, let's see. Frame 4 looks to be good. That's a different enough pose. And then he's going to pass over. So I think frame 5 is actually probably a good pose. And let's keep going. Honestly, 6 and 7 will probably do fine. And then from 7, we can go to 9. And is that a complete loop? That it is. Okay, so and then 9 will be the beginning of the next loop, so I'm going to mark that. So it looks like in total, we're working with about, let's see, 10 frames in total, and then working with in-betweens and such. Okay, so that's not too bad. And I might change up some things or add some other keyframes here and there, but we'll see. So to start off, we've got frame 2. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is kind of get him into a more neutral position, so to speak. So I'm just going to maneuver his arms into a relatively normal position. Let's rotate that back around. There we go. Let's take his hips, put the X and Y at 0. And the Z at just, well, actually, we'll be a bit lower, just because we're running. Okay, maybe not that low. Okay. And the rotation for this is actually going to be all 0 again. Same for, let's see, what is, I have no idea what the W value changes. I don't even know if it changes anything. Whoa. Apparently the W value does change something. Don't know what that is though. Okay. Okay, he's facing forwards. That's good. Let's rotate these arms out just a little bit, kind of get him into a mock T pose, so to speak. And okay, let's get started then. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I mentioned it before, but his right leg is out first, so we're going to do the same. Let's actually take this and make sure that it's all at 0. Good, good. Let's make sure his shoulders are also at 0. Okay. Just like that. Okay. I just want it to be as neutral as possible to start with. That way there's not something I'm accidentally doing. Okay, that's good. The toes are fine. The feet are probably fine. Okay. In that case, okay, let's actually get started at maneuvering different things. So, first off, we want this leg to be way in the back without breaking anything. Take that down. Okay, and then we'll take this front foot and kind of put it so that it's almost touching the ground, or it's about to. I just realized that their feet are off kilter, so I'm going to fix that. Okay, that looks more or less fine. Okay, the biggest thing is that he will be leaning forwards by a lot. Okay, from there, we're actually going to move the hips down a bit. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Double checking my values here, because we still want the X and the Y. Oh, no, wait, not the rotation. We want the location to be as neutral as possible. Let's see if I put this at 0. Okay, so leave that alone. The feet look kind of off, actually. Hello, what are you? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's kind of linked to that. That's nice. That could come in handy, actually. Okay. Let's make sure that he's flat-footed. Okay, that seems more or less fine. Let's center on this. That is not the button I wanted to press. There we go. Hello, text message. Oh, by the way, I might as well go ahead and put this in the chat. My roommate is also streaming right now. And you know, we're pretty chill over here, but if you don't like chill as much, or if you want somebody who's a little more upbeat and exciting, my roommate BIM official 24 is definitely somebody to look for. Let me see. I'm wanting to put his link in the chat. Here we go. Go. I'll go ahead and put this in here. Yeah. So yeah, he's a cool dude. He's pretty funny and stuff. So if you want to check him out, you can. I don't mind. But if you want to stay here and chill as I animate and stuff, feel free to. I always try to provide a chill atmosphere with a couple of funny moments here and there. But yeah. Anyway. Where were we? Okay, so with the meat gunner, he has his arms kind of alternating, which makes sense. So we're going to do something very similar, where we're going to bring this arm. I don't know where my mouse was there. Bring it in a bit more. Whoa. And rotate it in. Maybe rotate the hand around just so it actually looks like he's running. Let's rotate that head up so he knows where he's going. His back is still a little too upright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the hips up a bit, but then rotate the chest down. Oh, here we go. Maybe. Okay, here we go, here we go. See, the problem is I don't want this guy to be like a hunchback, but I want him to be like bending over as he's running. Because I want it to like, I want him to put force into this, you know? Have some power behind those spindly legs of his. Okay. I'd say that's a pretty good pose right there. Okay, with that being said, let's do whole character, or insert a keyframe for the whole character, and move on to the next keyframe, which is frame 4. Okay, so we were here, up, bop. Okay, so this is kind of the pass-through. So, largely speaking, throughout this whole thing, he does bend down a little bit, but oftentimes not much. And because I'm wanting this to go pretty fast, I'm not going to move the back and the hips that much, because I'm wanting him to, move quickly and move in such a way that isn't distracting to the player or the camera. So the hips and the chest area and like his basic main body frame and torso isn't going to be moving that much. However, his legs and his arms probably will be, just to kind of make the whole animation a little smoother, so to speak, when he's moving at higher speeds. And who knows, maybe I'll put on a little motion blur or something. Okay. So first thing we're wanting to do is to bring this foot up to basically where his buttocks is, his gluteus maximus. And then we want this foot to at least start to... Wait, is that too far? We're kind of approaching on earlier things, but that's okay. Oh, actually, that's kind of what we want. Oh, interesting. If you watch the motion of his hips right here, never thought I'd say that. he actually, like, his hips move upwards after he touches the ground a bit. So his leg is basically fully extended right here. And then as we move forward a couple frames, or one frame rather, you'll notice that his chest stays in the same place, but his hips move upwards, as if he's kind of riding on the momentum of his leg, so to speak. And it's only until frame 5 that he actually bends down again and then pushes off once more at frame 7. So, and that's not quite the style that we're looking for. So I think what we're going to do now is bring in another reference. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my totally legit video editor, and create a new project. And let's see, should we bring in Mario or Captain Falcon next? I think Captain Falcon would do well because we're looking for more smooth running. So what I've done is that I've gotten a video that contains the animation for every single fighter running. And then what I can do is find them in here. Oh. There he is. There we go. Right. Oh, one more. Right there. Let's see, no, I'm not able to go frame by frame. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so go from there. Whoa. I don't know what you were trying to do there. Yeah, this is only a couple seconds long, but we only need it to be a couple seconds long, or a second long. Finish video, export, and export to there. Okay. Thank you. And now, once I get out of pose mode, I can bring in Captain Falcon running. I'm going to reference the rotation here, 90, 0, negative 90, 90, 0, negative 90, and then just transform it first along the y-axis to 0, right? Yeah. And then along the z-axis to bring it up so we can see it. And then along the x-axis to bring it out. And there we go, we have a new reference. I'm also going to bring it a little more this way so we can see more clearly. Now the hard part with all this is, I just realized this, but it's not 1-to-1. It's close, but it's not quite there. Or wait, is it? It's actually pretty dang close now that I see it in action, which is hilarious. It makes me wonder if there's a way to start. Oh, hey, yeah. I can start it at a different frame if I need to. Look at that. Okay, so let's try to find a pose that best... Oh, that's pretty close, actually. Actually... Okay, so it's very close, but it's mirrored. So we're going to advance forwards a bit, or not. There we go. Okay. Oh, what? Does he have... Does Captain Falcon have an asynchronous running? Hold up. Hold up. What? Okay. Fine. What do you mean you can't play it? You just edited it. What kind of video is it? It's an MP4. How can you not play it? That's weird. Huh. I really have to wonder why that is. That's super weird, because it's in a normal MP4 file, so no idea. Anyway. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, it seems like he has kind of asynchronous running. Yeah, so like when you look at this pose here, his left arm is way up in the air, and his right arm is kind of close to his chest. And then when we advance to the reverse of that, so like both legs are in the air, both legs are in the air, it's not the same. Where like, well, or at least it doesn't go as high, like here. So my mouse is here where his elbow is. When I go around again, it never gets up that high, which is very interesting. So he actually has an asynchronous running cycle, which is quite interesting, actually. So you learn something new every day. I actually wonder then if you know what I'm going to do? Oh gosh. Apparently we've been dropping some frames, which is not great. Let me check the stream for myself to see. I know I do this sometimes a lot, but it helps. So I'm trying to see if it is dropping frames or not, which it probably is, but okay, it's not doing it too bad, but you know, it can be it can be annoying to some people, so I'm a little I just like to make sure of it, you know. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to find basically the Brawl version, or the Wii version of Smash. So Smash Bros. Brawl Captain Falcon running. Let's see if this comes up with anything. Not there. right. See, I'm looking for the Brawl version because that one might have ooh, I know where I can find it. If I look up oh, there's something that I can do. Hold on. Actually, the hitbox videos might work. Maybe. Unless they don't have things that aren't hitboxes, which I think about it, they probably don't. Doesn't seem like it. Just going through, seeing if I can find anything. Oh, they have an air dodge. Spot dodge, back roll. Okay. So yeah, no, nothing that I need really. So what I can do, Captain Falcon, classics. Okay, let's see if this comes up with something. Ooh, I might have found a good clip here. It's just his initial dash. A lot of battles. I'm looking for something where he just has to run. Let's try this again. Super Smash Bros. Brawl Run Cycle. Oh, right. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Subspace Emissary. Captain Falcon. No, not quite. Okay, trying to find a part where Captain Falcon is being used. Oh, hello. Oh. There, got it. Okay, that's what I needed. Okay, and there's a very specific clip. And I'm going to write this down at 3 minutes and let's say 30 seconds. It's a little after that, but it'll do. what I'm hoping is that because Brawl was made in an earlier point in time, that the brain. I'm still trying to wake up. Jeez. What I'm hoping is that because it was made in an earlier time, then Captain Falcon won't have an asynchronous run cycle, and it'll be more kind of similar, more geared towards just looking accurate rather than flashy, which Ultimate tends to do. Which isn't a bad thing, and I actually prefer Ultimate for that very reason. But it does mean that you can get more like 2D side-scroller running stuff and not the stuff that I need. Let's just call this CF Brawl Run. And I'll let you guys see this. Go ahead and add that. Drag it in. And trim. And I remember where we put it at. It was at 330. If I can even... Well, it doesn't have a thing for that. Okay, it's somewhere in here. Like after he defeats this guy. Right here. Oh. Up until right there. That's all the info we need. Export that to there. Close out of these. And once again, bring it in. Now I'm going to scale this up so that I can see Captain Falcon at least a little better. And it is quite blurry, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, back to here. We're in pose mode. So, now I need to find a frame that starts on the right spot, which might be about right there, I'd say. Except is that the wrong leg? I honestly can't tell. There we go. That's the frame we need. Okay. So he actually looks like he keeps his legs pretty dang straight for the most part. It also looks like his run takes a little bit longer than what our purposes are for. That's okay. I'll just make it a little longer. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting kind of turnout when it's all said and done. Okay, so we need to, we're on frame 2, and we're working on frame 4. So what I need to do actually is, okay, yeah, we're just selecting that. And I'm actually going to bring this out a little more. Part of me wants to actually bring out the hands, but I just remembered that we're actually having to bring them in because this is the kind of outstretched thing. So rotate in, rotate up. Let's see, what's the motion of the arms? You bend them in and then you bend them forwards, okay? Just a little bit down. And let's also bring the hips down just a tad to about there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Next up, let's see, what's... I'm just gonna eyeball this next part. This is also a little weird because we're kind of looking at it from like a top-down angle, so it could be a little more difficult. Okay, let's try to match this up though. So we said the next frame was on frame 5, but that was for our other video, so we're actually going to move this back. Where'd you go? Apparently, if you move it too far out, you just move it to 1,000,000, so that's fun. No, don't do that. Right, because those poses were different enough. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to bring this foot at about center, I'd say. No, let's bring it like right before center. And then we're going to be bringing this foot in a lot. And then readjusting this so that we're doing it correctly. And then we'll bring that foot in. So it's definitely off center. Line that up properly. Then we'll keep moving these arms back and out. In and forwards. Although that is one frame. So I'm actually not going to bring this in as much. Okay, yeah, I believe frame 7, no, frames, oh, we're just going 6, 7. Yeah, that's fair, okay. So, and I almost forgot, full character, and now frame 6. Okay, so now we're transferring off. Actually, I'm going to do this. Yo. I didn't know that you could do that. That's actually really cool. This model keeps on surprising me. Take that out. Just making sure that that's correct. Let's, on this one, let's move the hips a little down. And then, let's see, a little more down for this one. Because this is where the push-off starts to happen. Okay. Call that good. Keyframe whole character. And then this is where the push-off happens. So we're going to raise that up a bit. Keep the Y at 0 just to be safe. Actually, the foot is completely flat now. What we need is the foot in the air. Right, and then frame 9 is the mirror. Okay, let's make a keyframe for the whole character there. And then we shall do select all, copy, and mirror paste. Good old mirror paste. Okay, and now we'll do the same here. Select all, copy, mirror paste. Copy, mirror paste, copy, mirror paste, copy, mirror paste, and finally copy, normal paste, and have it end at 15. Okay, so that didn't copy over properly. There we go. Well, that's certainly not what we want, but we're at a good starting point. Let's adjust a couple things. First off, this hand needs to be facing more inwards. On that frame. Oop. And on this frame. I don't know why, but whenever I do like in-betweens like this, I always pay attention to the hands to see if they're jittery. Or rather, whenever I'm cleaning up the animation. feel like the hand shouldn't be moving as far as it is. So I'm going to bring that back. Hand needs to be more up, actually. About right there, I'd say. Okay. Let's just take out these keyframes for now. We're a little too bouncy, it looks like. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to select the hip bone, make sure that it's the only thing that I can see in the dope sheet, switch over to the graph editor, reselect it, and then let's see. Okay, is this what we're looking for? I can barely even read that. Why do they put it in that kind of font, or like the color? Jeez. Okay, there we go. So that is the Z location, which is correct. That is the thing that is moving us up and down. Okay, what we're going to do is just select all of these and then scale them on the y-axis? Yeah, there we go. And now it's a lot more subtle. And even then, let's change this to be a little more okay, there we go. Let's select all these keyframes and do constant extrapolation, or is it linear? I don't think it matters in this case. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Okay, let's switch back over to the dope sheet, turn off only selected. And let's try copy and mirroring again. So select all, copy, mirror paste, copy, mirror paste, copy, whoop, mirror paste, copy, mirror paste, and finally copy, normal paste. Okay. This is still quite awkward. Let's try to figure out why as I drink some water. Oh, goodness. It's gotten to the point now where, like, if I don't drink water, then I'll just have a bit of a headache. Which, on one hand, that's kind of nice in the way that, like, it's my body reminding me, hey, you need to drink water. On the other hand, the fact that I've gotten to that point is not a good sign. So, you know. Okay, let's see what's weird about this now. Oh, that's a bit awkward. What is that movement? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's actually compare and contrast here. So start here, and I'm comparing obviously to Mii's fighter. Wait. I just realized that I've been calling him Me Gunner this entire time. Oh my goodness. Like, on the file that I made this little edit in, I called him Me Gunner. Why did I... Oh, okay. Good morning, world. Okay. So, I'm watching his arms specifically. Yeah. So he doesn't even bring in his arms until, like, here. And I'm bringing in my arms, like, right here. So I'm, like, 2 frames off with that. So what I'm going to do then is... excuse me. Rotate that back a bit. And rotate that out more. Let's see. Okay. But it needs to be... This needs to be up more. Let's just bring that down a little bit. We're basically just like reversing a lot of stuff. Brings it in, and then about here, we'll actually bring it up and over. Bring this down just a tad. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, so brings it up and over. Let's view it from this angle real quick. See, this is why you check all angles, because this looks horrible. Okay, what we need is to rotate this in. Rotate that in a bit. Why am I being rotated here? Wait, are the hips slightly rotated? They are. Heck. Okay. Okay, let's actually go to the graph editor for this, because we don't want that. How do I show all? That'll work. Okay. We need the rotation of something. Yeah, the Y value. There we go. And all of these need to be non-existent. So I'm just going to delete them. And then just have the normal value at 0. Are you rotating as well? You are. There we go. looks terrible. Trying to figure out what I need to do. Let's switch to constant interpolation. Why are there keyframes on frame 3? It looks like it's just the hips that are moving, which is interesting. Except there's no keyframes for the hips. Except there are. I can't read that. What do you say? That's scale. That's location. There we go. So it wasn't constant for some reason. That's very odd. Okay, anyway. What I'm thinking of doing right now is actually deleting some keyframes, some key poses that I've done. That way I can kind of let the computer do a lot of the work for me, or more of the work rather. So poses that are a little similar to each other, such as maybe these two poses. Like, I don't need the in-between here. So let's just delete those keyframes. And then I don't need this one. And theoretically, I don't need this one either. Now, this might be going really minimalist, being only, 2 frames or whatever. Also, he's still moving. Why? I know it's you, Hips. I know you're the one that's been doing this. Should do it. Yep, there we go. I'm very curious as to why I can only do some things make some things constant instead of Bezier when I'm in the graph editor rather than the dope sheet. That's just very interesting to me. Okay, so you might think this is a little too minimalist, and I would tend to agree. However, what we're going to do with this, because I'm also going to be deleting these keyframes here, is I'm basically going to be creating in-betweens to the point where it all kind of just works. So first what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to switch this back to Bezier, whatever. And you know, right now it actually doesn't look too terribly bad. It's actually taking a lot of the stuff and giving it the right motions. Wow, I actually wasn't expecting that. I'm just curious. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then taking this. I think it's at 16 that we want it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Oh. Normal paste. Okay, so that doesn't look good, but for different reasons. You want to be scratching your butt right there. Let's just make that hand a little more normal. Let's switch back to constant real quick, just so we can look at the individual keyframes. Okay. Yeah, it seems good for the most part. Okay, now let's animate some in-betweens. But first, let's switch it back to Bezier. And I'm not going to make the mistake of taking this frame by frame, because that's never a good idea. However, I am going to look for spots where, because this is fine, but it's not as dynamic. He's kind of just waving his arms about and stuff. So, for instance, instead of, actually, I wonder if on this pose, if instead I brought it up a bit more. Delete that. Select all. Copy. Mirror paste. Ah, you know what I need? I need a bit of momentum on this. So basically, instead of it going straight back like it's doing now, I need it to go in more of a circular motion, so to speak. So instead of the hands just tracing a line back and forth, also, I'm not sure, oh geez. Hold on. I I just realized that that hand is not how it should be. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, delete it, select all, copy, mirror pose. That is not how you do that. Select all, copy, mirror. Okay, that's a little better. But yeah, we basically just need a little more momentum on certain things. So instead of him being here at frame 4, we're actually going to slow him down a bit and move him a little forwards. Back up a bit. Also, why did our thing change? Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so let's try now instead to bring this foot out a bit more, to kind of have the feeling more of pushing off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and instead of the foot of the left foot going from here to straight down to here, it needs to kind of make this arcing pattern, so to speak, of doing something like this instead. So I'm going to do that by going in the center and kind of just raising it up like that, and then making sure that it's behaving. I gotta make sure I'm not breaking his ankle. I don't know why I had it like this, but this actually needs to be more facing out like that. And let's actually bring this foot out a bit more. Bring it down so it's actually touching the floor. Bring that up just a little more. Yeah, that seems like a much better push off. Like really like he's lunging, which is kind of what we want. We'll see. Still, like even at this point, just to go back to like the jog cycle. I mean, I guess what I could so I just realized this, but what I could do with this animation, and I just realized I start and end it at improper times. Yeah, see, like there are two problems with this. One, the me brawler is running at like twice the speed, so he's taking twice as many steps. And also he's bent down a lot more. So even if we just compare these first two poses to each other, maybe. Wait. Okay. Don't know why it saved it on here, but okay. That's fine. I thought for a second I had lost all my work. Speaking of which, just gonna double check and save. Don't want all of today's work to go to waste, you know? OG man run cycle. And let's get rid of this. Interesting. I seem to be creating more every time I try to do that, but oh well. Or did it end on 15? Might have ended on 15. I mean, I guess it would end on the frame before the beginning frame, so, you know. You know what? That needs to be up like that. And then he actually needs to touch ground here. And I would actually argue that he's still flat-footed here. Oh, hey, you can actually see on me Brawler that he's actually flat-footed as well. Something might seem a little bit off, but I think I'm gonna have to go with it for now. Okay. Delete that. Select all, copy, mirror paste. Okay, now let's insert frames for whole character. and copy these over. Mirror paste, copy, mirror paste, copy, mirror paste. Okay, that's better. That's better. We're getting somewhere with this. Definitely not as much motion with the shoulders as I would like. But I think another big problem that I have right now is the arms flail outwards way too much. Like, I think specifically on frame... Okay, so I'm actually going to back up and take off the whole character bit. Just so that I could work easier with it. Wish there was an automated process for that, though. That'd be nice. Okay, so what we need is right here. Have it in a bit more. We basically want it as close as possible to his body without actually colliding with his body. Something like that. You know, sometimes it can be a little difficult to figure out what's wrong with whatever you're working on. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, modeling, animating, programming, really anything to do with technology. One of the biggest challenges that you're ever going to come across is the fact that at some point in time, not everything is going to work exactly how you expect, and you will not know why. And although that can be frustrating, and it is, it's part of the territory. Like, it's just something that you have to expect, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know? So, but if you can work past that frustration, then things can get a lot easier for you. And things can get a lot more fun, too. And you can actually start to be productive and actually do something and make something that you're proud of. It can be difficult at times, but boy, is it worth it. Seeing something that you create come to life, seeing all the hours and time and effort and learning that you put into it all come together at the end, that is something that's really special. And that's something you can't really get anywhere else. That's pretty much the biggest reason why I decided to do this kind of thing in the first place. Not specifically animate in Blender, but make games, is because I love seeing things that I create come to life and having people look at it and just enjoy it. That's something that I really do cherish. Anyway, would you look at that? Okay, so if we look at the foot here, you might have noticed it already, but to go from here to here is what we want. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to select these two bones go into the graph editor. There we go. And let's see what we're working with. Okay, what is this? Ah. This looks to be some kind of rotation. Yep, nope. I'm actually not sure what that is. Or what it does. That seemed kind of out of place, actually. That was weird. What about this? This is the Y location. That's not what we want. We want the X rotation. Maybe. Ooh. Actually, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, the biggest problem right now is that it's this point here and this point here are not transitioning well. So I'm going to take these two out of the equation. Yeah, and that helps it out a lot, actually. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one I need. Ah. Come on. Now I need to select your hand. No. How hard can it be to select the handle? Okay, there we go. Just bring it out more. There we go. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about the end because it'll be fixed once I mirror everything. Okay. Go around, we push off. Okay. I'm now going to work a bit on the shoulder movements. Because right now he is just a stick that is non-moving. Okay, so at this pose right here, he should probably be rotated a bit to the which way is that? To the right. So I'm going to come down here and just do a little bit of that, and then kind of fix everything again. Bring that back to neutral more or less. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a little cheat. I'm going to rotate these shoulders so that they're basically back to what they were. Then at this point, everything should be at neutral. So let's see, what were we at here? Yeah, basically everything here should be at 0. almost everything. Okay, the X should stay the same, but the Y should change. Yeah, okay, it's the Y value. Probably the Z value a little bit. Okay, and then very simply, we are going to do a simple mirror. Oh yeah. And because the only keyframes that this has is on these individual frames, not these, then we'll have no problem bringing them over. And that does look pretty nice. Okay. Okay, is there anything else that I want to change? This is the tricky part. Like, do I try to finalize anything else? Well, it'd be worth checking out the final product. So let's go through and give every keyframe, every necessary keyframe at least, a whole character. And we already got that one in, so let's start copying. Boom. 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 And boom. And there we go. Okay. It's not terrible. It's most certainly serviceable. But is it good enough? That's the biggest question. Can I... I'll change this back once I'm done, but I'm wanting to see if I speed it up. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, it kind of just looks like a blur. But yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. And back to normal speed. Okay. Not sure what that is or why it's doing what it's doing there, but that needs to go away. Yeah, make sure to save that one. And I don't know how I haven't saved this one yet. I love the idea of, like, because of the timing of things, he just punches the videos out of existence. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do before we can finally put this to bed. And that is, we need to go to the graph editor. And once again, select everything that we can. I believe we have to hit Alt-H to select all the keyframes. We do Shift-H, constant extrapolation, or is it linear? I think it's constant. And make cyclic. Okay, it might be linear. Or is it constant? Oh, wait. Just remembered, we actually don't need this keyframe here. Because we'll be looping with this. Oh, there we go. There, wait. No. No, that's not right. I think we keep it at constant and then make cyclic. And now if we drag this out to a ways. Oh. Yeah. It looks like it's still going. If it's dropping a lot of frames. Okay, don't drop the frames. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like it works, which is perfect. Save that. Okay, all right. Well, that is the run cycle. Woo! Okay. Yeah. That's kind of all that I had planned for today. And we do have a bit of time left, and I don't have anything in particular going on today. So, I'm going to treat you guys to a little more Monster Train today. So I will be right back. I'm going to set up the game and come back whenever I'm ready. So I'll be right back.